Greetings. Welcome to the unit Miscellaneous Materials. Here we will see the two properties of lubricating oil, cloud point and pour point. First, cloud point. When we cool the lubricating oil slowly, the temperature at which the oil becomes cloudy or hazy in appearance, that temperature is recorded as cloud point. And when we further cool that oil, so the temperature at which that oil does not flow in the test tube, even if you keep that test tube horizontal for 5 seconds, that temperature is recorded as pour point. So cloud point is achieved first while cooling, and after that on further cooling we get the pour point. So importance of this cloud point and pour point. Cloud point and pour point will indicate whether that lubricant is suitable to use in the cold conditions. Lubricants which are used in machine which work at very low temperatures should have low pour point. Otherwise, that lubricant will become solid and it will cause the machine to jam. So, cloud point and pour point will indicate whether that lubricant which we are using is suitable to use in the cold condition. We determine the cloud point and pour point. Here there is a setup which is used to determine the cloud point and pour point. This apparatus consists of a test jar which is having flat bottom, a test jar which is having flat bottom, and it is enclosed in the air jacket. The oil sample is filled in this test jar. Oil sample is filled in this test jar. The temperature of that oil is recorded with the help of the thermometer. The jacket, this test tube which is having flat bottom, it is surrounded by air jacket, and that air jacket is surrounded by a mixture of salt, that is calcium chloride and ice. Mixture of salt, calcium chloride and ice. First of all, we have to fill oil in the test tube. The thermometer is introduced to measure the temperature of that oil. As temperature starts decreasing, means as cooling takes place, the temperature starts decreasing. We have to record the cloud point of that lubricating oil. So here, with every 1 degree fall in the temperature of oil, the tube is withdrawn from the air jacket. Air jacket means this tube is withdrawn from that air jacket, and with every degree fall in temperature, we have to check whether that cloud point is achieved. Cloud point means that oil becomes cloudy or hazy. So with every 1 degree fall in the temperature, we have to take out this test tube for 2 or 3 seconds and see that whether that oil is appearing hazy. If it appears hazy, that is recorded as the cloud point. Once we get the cloud point, further cooling is done. The temperature at which we get the cloudiness is recorded as the cloud point. But after cloud point, we have to continue the cooling, and again the test tube is withdrawn after every 3 degrees Celsius fall in the temperature. After every 3 degrees Celsius fall in the temperature, we have to take out that test tube again outside, tilt it horizontal. With this test tube is vertical now. We have to tilt it horizontal and see that at least it is not falling for 5 seconds. That oil does not come out of that test tube for 5 seconds. So this, the temperature at which the oil does not fall in the test tube, even if it is kept horizontal for 5 seconds, is recorded as the pour point. So in this way, we can find out the cloud point and pour point of that lubricating oil. Initially, we get cloud point and afterwards we get the pour point. So in this apparatus, we have to label and mention the thermometer which is used to record the temperature of that oil. Then it is kept in the test tube which is having flat bottom in which oil is kept. It is inserted in the ice and salt mixture. This mixture decreases the freezing point and for that purpose it is used. And overall this is kept in the unit which is called refrigeration unit, which is having insulation. So we get first cloud point and after that we get the pour point. So in this way we have come, come to the end of this cloud point and pour point properties. Thank you.